The next one is from Amaraj. Says, we should sell Son. Well, we went through this in the last one, but we'll say it again. We should sell Son if an offer of 40 million comes in. 40 million! Get away! What do you mean 40 million for Heung-min Son? That is disgrace.
So we've gone from today the 50 million, 60 million from the rumours of the Saudi Arabian team. We said 100 million. We've gone back down to 60. Ryan Isaacs has been sell. Then we've gone down to now we've gone down to low as 40. I don't
40
think 40
million
buys you
for
half a
Son.
Son.
Literally doesn't even get you his left foot.
Yeah, I don't think it even gets you your right foot. And that's his weaker foot. Well, actually, you don't know which one is his weaker.
True.
40 million. Not
doesn't
a
even
chance.
get you his eye socket. You know what I mean?
Not even a chance. It might get you his face mask.
Yeah, you can have his face mask for 40
you can have
million.
his face mask. We're probably in the shop for 40 million.
Probably.
Like the
Probably.
kids they wear.
Next up is Neo THFC, also one that we've been through a little bit, but we'll go through it again. Højbjerg has to be sold this summer or else we won't be able to progress forward in games. Do you think that's true?
He does a lot more forward passes than people
give him credit for,
This is the thing. Whether they're always getting to their desired target is another thing, but he does. If you go and look at his the heat maps and the passing maps you can get up of him, he does pass a hell of a lot of balls forward. Maybe not quick enough, maybe not the right pass at the right time, but I agree with selling now, but I don't like that criticism of him because it's something that he does do.
Yeah, I completely agree. And, you know, he's upped his goal contributions this season, his best ever in a Spurs shirt. But on the flip side of that, I would like to sell him, but for not those reasons. Yeah. But again, I mean, I've said I would like to sell him, but I've also said that it's going to create a massive leadership void within the squad. So I'm a bit conflicted on this one, to be honest.
The joy of being a Tottenham Hotspur
I'm just not sure what I want. I'm not sure what I want. Next up is Jaden, and he says, we will win a trophy next season.
Do you know what I will say with this is I think with Ange Postecoglou and being out of Europe, we will treat these cups with respect. It won't be like we have done over the most recent times, and obviously with getting to a final, then Jose getting sacked. I think now is probably with being out of Europe is the best time to say we should go at this full throttle. It's got to be our best chance that we've had recently, and we've got to take it seriously. I've said if
is
we
it though? Next season, our best chance of a trophy that we've had in recent years? I mean, I don't buy that whatsoever.
No, I mean starting from scratch without having any other complications in Europe. Yes, we've been to semi-finals and all that. I'm saying now, brand new manager who takes cup competition seriously, out of Europe. Hopefully, some decent players come in. Starting with this, there is absolutely no excuse why we don't take these cups seriously. And if we do take them seriously, we all know what we can or what we are known for in the cup team. So I think we
sacking a manager 4 days before the cup final.
Don't. I'll be on a plane back. I kind of agree. I don't think we will, but I really hope we pay and give these cups the respect that they deserve.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I just don't think we can even think about winning a trophy next year with the amount of surgery that this squad needs. We need to get very lucky in a cup competition, in my opinion. So
would you sacrifice, if we start progressing, let's say we get to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup or the FA, would you sacrifice, if we're, let's say, comfortably 8th or around the European chasing pack, would you be okay with putting all the eggs into trying to progress with the cup and get the trophy? Or would you say, no, it's just a domestic cup, let's carry on and try and go in for a higher league position as possible? Because I would choose the cups.
Where are we looking to finish?
That's the thing. Right now, for me, I've said finishing above 8th for me next season is progress.
Would I prioritise finishing above 8th over a cup competition? No chance.
Exactly.
No chance.
So
there's no reason to.
Exactly. So I think this is the year we have to seriously make a huge push for it. I really do. I would say, if someone said to me right now, you get 7th or the Carabao Cup, I'm picking the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, I completely agree. And also, if you win the Carabao Cup or finish 7th, you get the same, and that's Conference League football.
Exactly.
Roberto Villages says that Tottenham are responsibly run from a financial point, but most fans don't care about the actual business of football. They just want big money spent regardless of how sustainable it is for the football club.
So he's right and he's wrong. He's right with the first part, that we are run very, very, like the financial complications or aspect, we are very sitting in a very good position, apart from the debt, which we all know is very low interest and everything. I, for one, don't care about the big money signings. If Ange says I've found a couple of players that I want and they're 7 million, 5 million, whatever the number, bring them in. This is what the manager wants. I don't need to see 80, 90 million pound players. I want to see players come in a position we need them, that the manager believes will do a job for Tottenham Hotspur. People keep thinking people from Levy out just want to see us dropping 100 million, 150 million, 90 million. It's not the case. We just want to see players bought in that the manager has requested, not option B or option C, that can do something for the club. It's not about the money. Like I said, 40 million for Raya, I think it's worth it. Do other people? No, but that's genuine quality. You have to pay for the quality. If we found a goalkeeper who was as good as Raya for 6 million and we went and got him, I'd be delighted. But this is the thing. I'm not that bothered about the amount of the fee of the player. It's the quality.
Is it important to you that Spurs are a self-sustaining model?
The way football's being run, I think it is, and we're on the process for that. But we know, like we said, we can spend £400 million and not break FFP.
Yeah. And
this is before the FFP rules change, and he's getting worried about those ones, whilst we can still spend 400 in these ones. So, whereas it is important, we've done it now and put ourselves in a position with being self-sustaining that we can spend £400 million and not have to worry about FFP, but we do nothing about it.
Yeah, very true. Talk THFC says Tanguy Ndombele should be given another chance. It's looking that way at the moment, to be honest. I mean, I've had this argument with Sim so many times sitting here. Hopefully you're not going to take the Sim role again, but he very much believes in Tanguy Ndombele, and I believe in him too, in his talents. I just don't believe he's got it up there and he's got the mentality to survive at Tottenham Hotspur and to survive in the Premier League.
I am completely, totally and utterly on Team Ben. Completely. I have said that I think he has some of the things I've seen him do with the football. I haven't seen anyone do it since Paul Gascoigne. That's what this guy can deliver. That's what this guy can actually bring to this football club. But his attitude and his output is absolutely shocking. And we were here when he did the walk-off, didn't he? When he was doing the against Morecambe.
Yeah.
And you just don't do that. You just don't do that. Could Ange be the player that unlocks it? Could well be. But for me, he's burnt his bridges, and the only way I see him staying here is if we can't get a Maddison or we can't get a creative player in. And who knows if he'll do the job or not, but I'm very wary of him.
For me, if Ange wants to give him another chance, I'll back that. I'll back whatever the manager wants to do. But if it was up to me to make the decision, then he wouldn't be getting that another chance.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I will agree with what Sim said is let him come back till January, and if he's like what we've seen, rip the contract up, off you go, buy Tada, cut all ties. If I had an option over getting rid of him or giving him that, I would still choose to get rid of him. But like we said, we've said it. It's Ange's choice, and if Ange says he can do a job with him, then I'll back Ange.
All right. We've got two more from the same person called Antonis. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that surname. But the first one is, Eze might be a better choice even in the short term than Maddison.
Something you and I have discussed on multiple occasions. I am a much bigger fan of Eze as I am Maddison. Much, much bigger fan. But we sign either of them, I will be delighted. I will be absolutely one of the first to be tweeting, well done Tottenham Hotspur, congratulations, this is a phenomenal piece of business. But I just think Eze has got the bigger X factor than Maddison right now.
I agree. Even when we were watching them for England the other night against Malta.
The mighty Malta.
Yeah, I mean, Maddison was poor for when we were watching it. Eze came and made a difference straight away.
Yep.
I believe in Eze's talents a bit more than Maddison. I think he's showing in the goal contributions this year. I think he's got a bit more about him in terms of maybe physicality and his pace and everything like that. albeit I think I agree with you. Like, I'll be happy with either of them through the door. I would just prefer Eze.
Exactly. They're both exquisite players, but I think, like I said, one thing Eze reminds me of is when he's going forward with the ball, he's got the power and the look of Dembele. Whereas Dembele could do it from defence up to midfield, and then he kind of, obviously, his assists or his goal contribution was, I think Eze's the one that could have taken it from the middle forward. And Maddison passing, shooting, ball through the eye of the needle, phenomenal. Set pieces, outstanding. Taking on players and running like that, I think Eze, just on that, gives us a bit more.
Yeah. All right, and last but not least, in the Unpopular Opinions series, it's we should terminate Eric Dyer's contract. As an example, this is what happens when you aim for mid. Would you just rip up Eric Dyer's contract?
You know, there's a program I watched, can't remember, I think it may have been Suits, where someone hires someone just so they can fire him in front of everyone to get everyone like, oh shit, I best do my job because I could be next in the chopping block. How many years has Dyer got in his contract?
I think he's got 2 years left.
I think an example has to be made. And would I rip it up?
No, he's got a year left.
A year, rip it up.
A year left. 2024 it runs out.
I would seriously, because if there's no bidders coming in, if there are no bidders coming in that put in a serious amount, and when I say serious amount, I would just mean any money down, we've got to set an example. We've got to set an example, and he simply isn't good enough. As a last resort, it would be a last resort. Like we do with Aurier, comes to deadline day, no offers. I can't go through another Dyer.
Yeah.
He's going to be our number one defender, and then do what we do.
If we can't get a fee for him this summer, I would genuinely suggest for them to rip up that contract, because I cannot, like you say, endure another season of Eric Dyer. If we can get a fee, then that's the perfect scenario. But I just don't want to see Eric Dyer beyond this season. I really don't.
Do you know what I can remember?
Beyond this summer. When
we went to the Chelsea Carabao Cup semi-final at Stamford Bridge last year, we were devastated that Dyer weren't there. And it just goes to show there's certain times where he can be incredible and actually put in really stern performances. But after the World Cup, I have not seen such a downfall from grace in so many circumstances, in so many games.
He's just not good enough. That's just the plain matter of it. He's not good enough.
If we want to get to where we want to go to, we need to start, again, sentimentality, get rid, take the hit and move on.
Yeah. All right, there's actually been one more that's come in. I thought we should do it. It's from Jasper THFC. And he says,
oh, geez, he looked at me.
Ange will be sacked by April.
So there is Mason bingo going on already. I've already, yeah, I've seen people already tweeting this saying Mason bingo, like we do with Romero yellow card 1 minute. I really hope not. And I don't say that because of Mason. I actually say that because I want to see some people have been asking me what would be success for you this season.
A manager completing a season.
Exactly. That is the first thing I say. That is the first thing I say. But Ben, do you know what? I'm going to kind of use this one and I spoke yesterday when I was on Tottenham away, and I said, do you know what? If Mason stay at Spurs, fine. Why don't we put him back in the youth team where he started and promote Yaya Toure? Yes, I heard there's rumours now that clubs in Belgium are after him. But do you not think, if you're in that first team and you're trying to gain piles of wisdom, advice, leadership, are you going to listen to Yaya bloody Toure, or are you listening to Ryan Mason?
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, some poor players turn into top managers. That I don't debate, and that's why I want him to go back to the youth team and work and build himself up. But what I'm saying is that you don't know what kind of gravitas these kind of people have behind the scenes.
True.
We've heard from a lot of these Spurs players that Ryan Mason is a great coach.
The players that we want to get out.
Yeah, but even some of the players that we want to keep in. I mean, Kulusevski was talking about it as well, what a good coach he is and stuff like that. So it's a hard one to know when you're not there day to day seeing what's behind the scenes. I mean, on the face of things, yeah, you probably would want to hear more from a Yaya Toure than a Ryan Mason, but it's hard for us to actually comment on it because we're not there day to day. We don't know what they're actually like behind the scenes.
You guys need to work on this then, don't you? Yeah, Tottenham TV needs to get us inside.
Yeah, we should. But will he be sacked by April, yes or no?
I pray to God not, but I fear he could be.
Enough of this Spence City. You're going to get splinters up your ass.
Mate, one thing I've never got is splinters on my fucking... will he be? Do you know what? I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no as well.
I'm going to have faith in Ange.
We're going to finish a season with a manager.
Come on, do we get a trophy for it?
We get a trophy for that. We'll just make one just for that.
Why not?
Just for that. But look, that is the end of the Unpopular Opinion series for this summer. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to Brian for coming in as well. Go and subscribe to his channel, Tottenham on Tour. Anything interesting coming up on there?
Well, after a little hiatus, because I need to take some time out for certain reasons, we'll be back. We'll be doing a lot more content. I will be trying to pump out as much daily content as possible with the little 30-minute things that I was doing. And Brian Ireland, who has been very, very busy back in Toronto, finishes his summer in a couple of weeks, so he's going to be free. And me and Ryan Isaacs will be going live one night this week because he's going to be around mine for a few nights. So
and he'll be telling you how much to sell Heung-min's on.
Oh yeah, we can have that debate. We can have that. We'll carry on that debate. So yeah, there's some stuff coming from Tottenham on Tour. All
right, big up. Go and subscribe to that great channel. That is Tottenham on Tour. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.
Go Spurs.